Hey guys, so we're back. I know you probably thought we were gone forever, but we've been here the whole time. We've just been pretty sidetracked this last spring and summer. It's been really hard not to work on the house, but we had some projects that took way longer than what we thought they were going to. We've had some fun in the meantime as well. Some adventures that we've went on and fun times that we've had with family. But it is November and we are just now getting started again. So this is a current view of our cob house that we've been building. For those of you who've not seen any of our previous videos, we started building a cob house where we had an existing barn foundation. We started building in 2020 near the beginning of the pandemic. And yes, we've been building on it this entire time. We built way bigger than what we anticipated that we would. We're really glad that we did, though, because it's going to be gorgeous when we're done. But as you can see, it is taking a ton of damage, especially this room. This is our bedroom. I feel like it's taken the most damage from the weather. You can see that the loft beams have went in, but we're still working on putting up the big beams on the roof, so that we can actually get a roof over this thing. Now, we've got some temporary roof structures over some of it and some old barn metal slapped on different places to try to protect it, but we have got to get a roof on it. So we are scrambling this season to try to get it done before we just absolutely cannot get it done. If we can at least get the big barn beams that we're putting up leveled off with cob so it has a little bit of time to settle up and dry, then we'll be able to get some metal on it even after the snow flies and work on it throughout the winter. This is a view of the kitchen, and as I turn around, you'll get to see the pretty view from the kitchen out the front windows with that gorgeous sunset light shining through. Can't wait to get this house done. I'm so in love with it. I can't even. So what have we been doing? Well, we've been farming, gardening, lots of corn, lots of green beans, all the things that grow really good in Indiana, and canning that up. And then we did a huge gym floor project for our church. We completely redid the gym floor. Frank's been working on some stuff with his bees. Here's some swarm traps that we picked up off of a guy on Marketplace, and he did a whole video about his beehives for you that we'll be putting together. And then we did this gorgeous Lord of the Rings themed birthday party in the cob house for my son, who helps us so much with the building. And it was gorgeous. As the night set and the candlelight was shining, it was so beautiful, and it felt like we were actually on the set of the Lord of the Rings. You can see some of the roof structure up there above. We'll take a look at that again later, but we had a great time, showed the movie on the wall of the cob house. And then Frank and I went to Kauai. If you've never heard of Kauai, it's one of the Hawaiian islands. It is called the Garden Island because it's so lush and beautiful, not nearly as commercial maybe as some of the other Hawaiian islands. It is breathtaking. They filmed some of the Jurassic Park movies there. Other movies have been filmed there. It's just amazing, and we had the best time. We celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary. In the next clip you're going to see that we finally got started, though, but I was sicker than a dog. Look at me. Makeup halfway on, halfway off. My hair is a mess, but I had to get cob mixed because we had people coming over to help us get some more of those beams up on the house and do some cob in. So I had to get out there, sick or well. The work must go on. So as you can see in this next clip, if you look up above his head, you can see those beautiful barn beams that we've been working on putting up. And that's what people were coming over to help us with. We had actually laminated some beams because we needed like over 30-foot expanse. So we didn't have any barn beams that long. So we laminated these beams and then used a Japanese technique to kind of burn them and preserve the wood. And it's just gorgeous that way. It's so pretty. And it helps preserve it and make it last longer. So then, as you can see, we put that huge beam on the forks of the backhoe and lifted it up to the roof, and then kind of used leverage to walk it across to where it needed to be. Now, a lot of the beams that are up there right now are going to have to be leveled back off because the weather has eroded the cob underneath them and made them all wonky. And so there's a lot of work to be done on the ones that are already up there. But we're just going to take it one step at a time, getting them kind of put into position where they need to be, and then fastening them to the ridge pole so that they're nice and stable, and leveling them off, even if we have to do something to temporarily level them so that we can, like I said, get some metal up on this roof and get this cob covered so that it can stop taking damage and we can finally start repairing it. For some reason, it's always my son, my boy, up there high up on the roof, making me nervous. I don't know. I'm glad he's sure-footed, but I can't say anything. This was my view from up on the ladder. I was cobbing in that big door frame in the front of the house. It's one of the few places left that needs to be cobbed in, other than the beams needing to be cobbed around and leveled off. So I was having a good time, though, looking out over the land, and we've got some parsnips and turnips and radishes growing out there in our winter garden. It was pretty peaceful up there. As long as I didn't think about how high up I actually was, I was okay. So, but I did get it done. I got the door frame all cobbed in. So you can see it's just kind of rough. I couldn't go out as thick as I wanted to because it's so cold right now, and the cob doesn't want to set up, so you can't do too much at once or it'll slouch and want to cave in on you, and that is not fun. It's not fun to get a bunch of cobbing done just to have it fail. But you can see we got a few other old barn beams put up, as well as those big laminated beams. And again, those all have to be positioned and trimmed off and leveled up and all the things. And then the purlins will go on eventually. We've got a lot of work in front of us and not much time left to do it. So we hope that you join us. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, make sure that you do. We're going to be putting out some content that's new, and then some stuff that we filmed over the summer that we didn't get to put out. There's that door frame again. Got to cob in all around it and leave the openings for the beautiful windows and the door that's going to go in there. And then we ended the night with a big old bonfire, because that's what you do to celebrate a day of super hard work. This is the way we do it. I think I should probably play, "This is how we do it. This is how we do it." See you soon.